Confirmation now that the vehicle is on internal power. The first umbilical now retracting. T-minus 30 seconds. The engine start sequence now underway. Second umbilical has retracted. We have main engine start. Turbo pumps up to flight speed. 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of the Progress 58 cargo ship on a fast-track flight to the International Space Station. All parameters are normal, engines up to maximum thrust. The Soyuz booster disappearing into a bank of clouds over the Baikonur Cosmodrome at the 45-second mark into the flight. One minute into the flight. All parameters are reported normal in first stage performance. Good roll, pitch, and yaw. The flight is reported to be going smoothly at the 1 minute 25-second mark. All system parameters are reported normal from the blockhouse at Baikonur. 22 seconds from now, the first stage will shut down and separate. Everything is reported to be proceeding normally at the 1 minute 50-second mark into the flight. Yaw, pitch, and roll reported in good shape. First stage separation is confirmed. The Soyuz booster and the Progress resupply ship going downrange now, 73 miles downrange, 30 miles in altitude, traveling at 3,350 miles an hour. Vehicle is reported to be very steady, good stabilization. 2 minutes, 40 seconds into the flight. The launch shroud jettison is now confirmed at an altitude of 52 miles. The Progress 102 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome, traveling more than 4,000 miles an hour. Good vehicle stability is reported from the engineers at the Baikonur blockhouse. Launch occurred at 5 a.m. and 17 seconds Central Time, 5 p.m. and 17 seconds in Baikonur. The Progress now traveling under the power of the second or core stage of the Soyuz booster, which is 56 feet in length, 13.5 feet in diameter, using a single engine with 4 fuel chambers providing 96 tons of thrust. Four minutes into the flight, everything continues to go normally as the Soyuz booster propels the Progress 58 cargo ship to its preliminary orbit. All stage 2 Parameters are normal, according to the reports from the blockhouse in Baikonur. Good structural parameters reported. The Progress is traveling right down the pike toward its preliminary orbit. 4 minutes of powered flight remaining. Second stage shutdown and separation is confirmed. The Progress now at an altitude of 104 miles, 179 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome, traveling almost 14,000 miles an hour. This graphic on the front screen at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov. Vehicle structure, all the parameters are reported normal. Approaching the 6-minute mark into the flight. Third stage engine up and running in good shape. The third stage shutdown will occur 8 minutes and 45 seconds after launch. 4 seconds later, the Progress will separate from the third stage. And within seconds after that, the automated program to deploy all of its navigational antennas and its solar arrays will get underway. Coming up on the 6.5-minute mark into the flight, once again, this graphic portrayal from data being received at the Russian Mission Control Center shows the trajectory of the Progress resupply ship under the power of the third stage of the Soyuz booster rocket. Liftoff again right on time at 5 a.m. and 17 seconds Central Time, which was 5 p.m. at the launch site of the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Now 7 minutes into the flight, less than 2 minutes of powered flight remaining. Yaw pitch and roll reported to be nominal. All good reports, all the telemetry being received at the Russian Mission Control Center shows a nominal ascent so far. Again, once the Progress reaches its preliminary orbit, a series of engine firings on the resupply ship itself will raise its altitude and hone in on the International Space Station. It will arrive in the neighborhood of the space station shortly after 10:30 Central Time this morning, conduct a fly-around, station keep for a short period of time to align its docking probe with the aft docking port of the Zvezda service module, and then close in for a docking that is scheduled at 10:58 a.m. Central Time. Eight minutes, 20 seconds into the flight. Good vehicle stabilization as we stand by for third stage shutdown. We have third stage shutdown and vehicle separation, standing by for the deployment of the solar arrays and appendages. This is Mission Control Houston. The Progress on its way to the International Space Station. A nominal deployment of the solar arrays and all of the navigational antennas, as well as the television camera boom, now confirmed by flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov. A perfect launch and a perfect ascent to its preliminary orbit for the Progress 58 cargo ship, now on its way for a docking to the aft port of the Zvezda service module on the International Space Station at 10:58 a.m. Central Time. This is Mission Control Houston at the time of its orbital insertion. The Progress was at an altitude of some 125 statute miles, about 323 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome, reaching its nominal orbital insertion velocity of some 17,500 miles an hour as it begins the 4-orbit 6-hour chase to reach the International Space Station. At the time of orbital insertion, the station and its 6 crew members were flying 257 statute miles over the Sea of Japan near the northern coast of the Japanese island chain, some 2,600 miles ahead of the Progress. So to recap, a perfect launch that occurred at 5 a.m. and 17 seconds Central Time, 5 p.m. at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Everything was normal on the ride uphill under the power of the 3 stages of the Soyuz booster. And as you can see, the early look from the external television camera on the Progress as it makes its way toward the International Space Station over the course of the next 6 hours.